Duchess of Sausages ditched him one more time. He attended this game in San Diego and he was rooting for the veterans in that game. He was supporting them, the US Armed Forces. But what we did not see is his wife, Duchess of Sausages. We'll talk more about this in a second. Most of my viewers are not subscribed. If you're one of them, consider to subscribe and hit the bell. So this is the news that came just a few hours ago. He was all by himself. The good thing is that he was looking absolutely happy. Every time, this is a common thing. Every time you see him without his wife, Duchess of Sausages, you will see him smiling and being just himself. He doesn't pretend, he doesn't act, he doesn't feel that pressure, that nervousness, nothing. He is just relaxing, he's just enjoying the game. Every single picture, every single video you see him, you will see the exact same thing. But what I want to do today is something very, very interesting, because this is where I really want to make a point, and hopefully this is a good point, and I will do a contrast to show how this relationship has tumbled in recent time. I will show you some pictures, very, very important, interesting pictures, and I will describe those pictures in details. But before I do that, just read a little bit more here so that we know what is happening. So basically, Harry stepped out to support veterans for his first ever since his historical testimony against a powerful British publisher. So this is the first time he appeared, and voila, we do not see his wife. On Monday, the US Army Recovery Care Program revealed that the Duke of Sussex made a surprise appearance at the Warrior Games in San Diego. The Department of Defense launched the annual adaptive sports tournament for wounded, ill and injured active duty service members and veterans in 2010, and he was previously credited the Warrior Games as the inspiration for his Invictus Games competition, which will next be held in Germany in September. Basically, this is in a way a part of this campaign he launched for the veterans through his Invictus Game events. Prince Harry attended the 2013 Warrior Games in Colorado. Where I want to really make a point is this one, okay? Let's take a listen. This time when he attended this game back in the 2022 last year for the Super Bowl, you see him all by himself, and you can argue, well, he does go outside without his wife sometimes, and that is correct. I'm not saying everywhere he goes, especially for the games, he should take Meghan with him. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that take a look at this picture first, okay? Let me make a point very clearly, and you will be surprised. So this is the Super Bowl from 2022 last year. He was all by himself, no problem. Again, as I said, doesn't take his wife all the time. However, this time he was all by himself because he had Eugenie with him. So there was somebody to accompany him. So you can easily see that when he asked Meghan, obviously he needs her permission all the time. When he asked her, can I go to the Super Bowl? Would you come with me? She said, no, I'm not going to be coming with you. I find it boring. I don't like this. And so she said, well, this time you have Eugenie. Take her with you. I don't have to go. In other words, there was a backup plan. Okay, there was a backup plan that you, Harry, will not be all by yourself. You will have a company. And then we have seen him taking Eugenie. Now let's take a look at the next one. This one from 2018 polo match, and he participated, and you see him kissing and having some real affection for his wife, and they were together and they had this smooch, and okay, handy dandy. 2018. In other words, they are together in almost every sport game. I would say 100% all the time, except in some cases where he will have a backup. He will have somebody with him from his family, i.e. Eugenie, most of the time. And so this one is again at a polo match, and you can see both of them were giggling and they were attending together. The point is together. Let's take a look at this one, next one. This is a Invictus Game that took place in Netherlands event. This is the Invictus Game event, and they were together again, smiling and together, again together. No problem at all. And both of them were looking absolutely okay. I mean, even though I know that Harry doesn't feel very comfortable with her, but okay, no problem. So this is the Invictus Game again, supporting the veterans. Okay, supporting the veterans, that's the main point. And then you also have this one again, Invictus Game in Europe. I'm not sure which country that is exactly, but again, this is Invictus Game. In fact, on his shirt you can clearly see Invictus Game writing. So again, Invictus Game, and he was supporting the team, and at the same time we have seen his wife accompanying him all the time, no problem. The last one, L Lakers Game, we have seen them again together. Okay, again, the only time you do not see him all by himself is when he will have a backup. He will have somebody to be with him, his family members or somebody he knows. But if you take a look at what happened last night, okay, you will see there was absolutely no one there except Harry himself. In other words, he did not have Meghan Markle, and Meghan Markle, even though she knew that this guy is going to be all by himself, let's take a look at some of the pictures, she is still decided, you know what, I'm not coming. And that is because, as we are talking about this a lot in this channel, which is that they are not together. Okay, Meghan doesn't like Harry, Harry doesn't like Meghan, and so we have also seen how he was actually living outside Montecito mansion. He was staying in a hotel. So this is confirming what we are already saying, and that is that Meghan has ditched Harry, and this new photos, new events and news, they are suggesting the point again and again, what we have been saying all along. So this is another picture of him talking to this guy. I do not know if this is a kid or who, but he was there all by himself. Then you have another picture of him again watching the game. Okay, he's looks like to me like he was enjoying the game, even though he just came back from UK, the court case, disastrous court case that he will lose in most parts, not completely, but in most part he will lose it. And then he also I don't know, maybe this is the time when Meghan just texted him or called him, when are you coming home, where are you, okay, I need you to do this, do that, so come home, I need to see you, and then you can go wherever you want. But you can see in this picture he was a little bit tense. I do not know why he is doing that. He looks sometimes very glum. It could be intentional. And then this is the picture again in UK. One thing I want to make mention of, very interesting, one point, which is that even if he is going to fight the whole world all by himself, he still looks very happy. Why? Because Meghan is not with him. Every time he is with Meghan, in most cases, I will not say every time, in most cases, especially when he is enjoying something and Meghan is not with him, or if he is visiting some people or visiting a place, if she is not with him, he finds absolute peace and happiness in his heart and mind. That is not the case when she is around. So guys, just take a look at this. When Prince Harry wants to sit with Team Army, okay, this is what they're saying. When they want, when Team Army member Master Sergeant Michael, I think Sergeant Michael Haley, and his parents at sitting volleyball, the US Army Recovery Care Program tweeted, posting a photo of Harry in the stands. So again, you can see him taking picture even without needing permission from Meghan Markle, because every time he would take a picture, a selfie, he has to have that approval from his wife. We have seen that in the past. The reason I'm saying this is because we have seen him in the past, every time he will go to a party, like he would be talking to a group of people, then Meghan will come and yank him away from those people. In other words, he would need permission from her. Can I go and talk to these people? Can I have a selfie taken from this individual? Can I have the video, the cameraman pointing at me? Is it okay, or are you going to be angry, right? But this time, and every time he's alone by himself, you do not see that happening. This is something very interesting, I find. The Duke of Sussex's surprise outside appearance, okay, this is the appearance, marks his first ever since he took the stand in London to testify against Mirror Group newspapers MGN over alleged unlawful information gathering last week. Duke of Sussex testified at the High Court of the Royal Courts of Justice in London on June 6 and 7 and made modern royals history as the first prominent member of the British royal family to give evidence in court in 130 years. He is breaking all records. He is kind of like, re-establishing the brand. He is trying to change the narrative every way possible in order to create this new image of what it is to be a modern monarchy. And of course, he wants to get rid of the monarchy. He will establish his own in his head, obviously. But this is the challenge he is throwing at the monarchy every single time, whether it is through his books, docu-series, wishing people even good things, making a statement, joining a group, or launching a program. Everything he's doing, keeping in mind that he is competing with his own family, the farm in UK. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.